Well, let's wrap this show up, Josh. Talking a little Tennessee here. The Vols have been sort of all over these rankings.
Some late action here.
Late action for the Vols, man. They ended up grabbing Legend Bay, flipped him from Ohio State. But I want to look at the top of this class here. You got
hold on.
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Legend Bay was committed to Tennessee for about 3 months. And then 3 weeks ago, flipped his commitment to Ohio State.
Flip back over if you're the Vols.
They just flipped him back. They said, you're not done yet. Let's flip you back over. Cook you on the other side one more time. But
like it well done.
I mean, that's crazy. But in this day and age, we've seen that. I mean, right now, I don't know, as we tape this, if Landon Duck, okay, there's a couple prospects that committed to schools a couple times. Most notably, Jared Curtis.
Yep.
Committed to Georgia twice before flipping to Vanderbilt. Landon Duckworth committed to South Carolina twice. Might flip to LSU. Maybe already has. He might be delaying his recruitment. That's what we've been hearing. So it could be tomorrow, Friday. We'll see what happens there. Shadarius Tootle flipped from Auburn to Georgia and back to Auburn.
Okay.
And stuck. And now Legend Bay. Tennessee to Ohio State, back to Tennessee. So it is crazy. These are things that even though recruiting was crazy in a much different way 10, 15 years ago, we didn't see this. Like when a recruit would break up with a school, that was it.
Sure.
It was like a relationship ended, and it was just a known that we're not going to recruit him. He's not going to be interested in us. We're moving on. And nowadays, that's not the case.
It can't be the case, especially if they go with the transfer portal. I think back to Caleb Downs and him ending up picking Alabama, but Ohio State's in the mix.
Right.
He's on a visit to Ohio State the last game of the regular season to watch them play Michigan, and then hits the portal a year later, ends up at Ohio State by nature of Ohio State being Johnny the Spot. But for this class for Tennessee, Josh, look at the top 2 commits here. Faison Brandon and Tristan Keys. 5-star quarterback, 5-star receiver. Big takeaway here, the big play ain't going anywhere in Knoxville. The big play that Josh Heupel likes to dial up when they get the run game going, hit you over the top with the pass game, that will still be intact with the number 2 overall wide receiver, Tristan Keys, and top 5 quarterback, Faison Brandon, excuse me.
Yeah, Faison Brandon,
huge.
Committed early. There was nothing with Faison Brandon for Tennessee fans to worry about. I don't think he took many visits at all, and his only ones he did take were to Knoxville. And then you got Tristan Keys. He was the number 1 recruit, number 1 wide receiver recruit in America, finishes at number 2 at his position, only behind Chris Henry Jr. But Tristan Keys, much like DeCorian Moore, was committed to LSU early. DeCorian Moore flipped to the Oregon. Tristan Keys flipped to Tennessee. And I was one of the ones that thought, this won't be the last we hear Tristan Keys. It was. Tennessee, whatever they did, when they flipped him, they locked him in. Tristan Keys loved taking visits. He must have taken plenty of them. They hold him. Celeste Moa, the 3rd highest rated prospect on that commit list, 6'2", 175 athlete, was being recruited heavily at the end by Michigan. They hold that one off. And then, like we just said, Legend Bay. Yeah. Getting Legend Bay back in the fold is almost as valuable. I'm telling you, I know Tristan Keys is ranked considerably higher than him. Legend Bay is an absolute playmaker. I think he'll line up in the slot. He could be in the backfield. He could be anywhere on the field. Punt return, he can do it. They got some playmakers coming.
And we've seen Josh Heupel, too, not to say anything less of what they have on the roster right now. But Faison Brandon and his raw skill set is very different than the raw skill set of a Joey Aguilar when you get him into the fold. So the fact that you have this kind of raw ingredients to work with for Tennessee, to me, every single year, Josh, they're just continuing to close that talent gap between them and the Georgias and the Bamas of the world. And I think we're going to see that continue to shape up here with where they stand on Saturdays in the fall. Yeah,
they had a great class. Number 7 in the country, moved up from number 10. I think they might have even been 11 to start the day, or at least start the day yesterday. Yeah. But Tennessee was probably one of the biggest movers today on signing day.
Good for Josh Heupel, and also the alignment at Tennessee to have the resources to go to bat, to land a class like this. This is modern college football. If you're willing to care enough, to invest enough in your recruiting efforts, you're able to get the dividends. And so when NIL became a thing, Tennessee was one of those brands and schools you circled and said, okay, that might be one that gets activated here pretty quick, fast, in a hurry. Any closing thoughts here on Tennessee, Josh?
No, just, a really good class. Rounded it out with some great talent. Like I said, Braden Rouse is another exciting player at linebacker. Tyreek King, an explosive wide receiver. Oh, they flipped Carter Gooden today. That was another big piece, right? Carter Gooden out of Maine. He goes 6'4", 260 pounds, was committed to UCLA.
Okay, there we go.
Had a lot
we
of
go.
contenders coming for him down the stretch, obviously, because UCLA is kind of in flux here, having a rough year. But Carter Gooden is another big flip for Tennessee on signing day. You don't see a whole lot of action, but there was a lot of action in Knoxville.
Same way I feel good about Georgia because of Kirby Smart. Feel good about Notre Dame because of Marcus Freeman.
Yeah.
I think you right now put Tennessee in that same category. You feel good about the Vols on the recruiting trail, on the field, because of who their head coach is, and they won Josh Heupel.